Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our new campaign, The Hunger. We are the Nerdz. We are here on this Tuesday evening to provide you with high-quality D&D, something along those lines. We have Korvahn being played by Mr. Ekim. We have Leoric, played by Mr. Don Ronaldo. We have Cobbler, played by SongWorthyAdventures. And Nahta'nos, played by Salty Blackguard. A couple of announcements before we get going. We have birthday shout-outs for Mr. Tag Swift, who is our joint co-founder with myself. He is 40 this weekend. Old bastard. So he's on Saturday. So if you see him in chat, give him some abuse. Keem's daughter was 13 yesterday.
14.
14, yes.
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day, baby.
So a big shout out to her.
Yeah,
and tomorrow is, my name is Kyle, who is another DM in our Discord, and it is his birthday tomorrow. So a lot of birthday shout outs. We like to get them out there just to let the community know that we're thinking of them all the time. But tonight, we are going into the world of the Hunger. Oln'A is the country in which this campaign is set. It is a vast land of dense woodlands, rugged hills, and scattered settlements. Spanning 50,000 square miles, its people are hardened by the land, its unforgiving nature, and centuries of conflict. The central Balurian Fields, once a symbol of wealth and power, now a desolate scar on the land, a reminder of the brutal war that has reshaped a nation. With Oln'A, there's split into 4 separate regions. You have Korvahn in the north, a wealthy region ruled by merchants and artisans. You have Dreslen in the east, a rugged land of hills and valleys. You have Gramf in the south, an industrialized region stripped bare for mining and logging. And Kazul in the west, the coastal region of Oln'A. The races in Oln'A are, we've gone for a stripped back version of the races. So it's mainly humans, dwarves, halflings, elves. Humans and dwarves are the dominant races in Oln'A. By law, only humans and dwarves are permitted to own land and hold political power. Most leadership positions and military ranks are held by them. Elves are the rare and treated as second-class citizens. Many live in secluded woodland villages, while others serve as indentured servants in noble homes or in armies. Elves in service are often branded or have part of their ears cut off to a mark of their ownership. Halflings, or otherwise known as the Hin, are cunning and devious, obsessed with wealth and possessions. They work as spies and assassins and informants, selling their services to the highest bidder. Their loyalty is to their own self-interest. They are not beautiful little hobbits that we all know and love. Now, moving on to the battlefield. The last thing you remember is a bright, searing light. It bursts across the sky in a blinding flash, searing white and cold, swallowing the smoke and the screams of the battlefield, and then nothing. Boom! It's gone. You awake on the field of battle. An acrid taste of smoke clings to your tongue, and the scent of charred flesh fills the air. Around you lie the broken and burned bodies of soldiers. Some you have fought alongside, others you might have fought against. None of that matters now, as they are all perished. Your body aches, mud and blood cling to your skin. You feel the sting of an untreated wound beneath your armor. Your throat is dirty. A sharp pang of hunger twists in your stomach. The battlefield stretches out across a haze of smoke and ash, scattered with broken weapons, shattered banners, and discarded shields. Fires smolder in the distance, casting a flickering orange glow beneath the darkened sky, and beyond the battlefield, a silhouette of a dark woodlands looms. You're alone, but you hear in the distance a sound of movement, figures shifting through the wreckages, scavengers, or maybe even worse. Your memories of the battlefield are fractured, flashes of steel and fire, The roar of the dragon's wings overhead, and then the light, a great blinding light that wiped the world away. You don't remember how the battle ended, only that you survived. Now you have nothing. No food, no water, only a basic sword, a short bow, and whatever remain in your quiver. You're injured, tired, and exposed. Survival will not be easy. Food and water will be scarce, wounds will fester without care, fatigue will weigh you down at every step, and the dead will not stay buried for long. You need to get off this field. You need to find shelter. You need to survive. Because the hunger has already begun. I'll start with Korvahn.
So, I'm going to stretch a little bit. There's a slight twinge in my leg, and kind of looking down, it's, bent at an odd angle, sort of under me as I come to and get up and sort of take stock of my surroundings. And do I have any weapons on me at the moment? Just what I was fighting with?
You have what's in your inventory, so you have your short sword and your short bow. Am
I in any immediate danger that I can see, just as I'm sitting here?
Not immediately. There's fires that roar around you. You can see the other survivors just sort of coming to around you. You don't know whether they're friend or foe.
All right. The first thing I want to do is just see if amongst the bodies around me, does there seem to be any better weaponry immediately available?
Roll a perception check, please.
Perception. 7.
With a 7, you can, as you look around you, you see the shards of weapons. You can't see any other weapons apart from something similar to what you've got. There might be a rusted dagger on the floor or a short sword to one side, but without investigating further, there's nothing close at hand.
Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to see if there are, is there any sort of a rocky outcropping that might give me a little bit of shelter? And is there any, on the way to that, are there any sort of pack animals that might be left on the field? Currently
around you are almost, everything's burning, everything's smoking. There's puddles of water on the floor. The mud is squelching beneath your feet. There are piles of burning corpses around you. It's almost like a pathway going through them. Not that it's been carved by any person, but just naturally occurring from all the... Thank you, Roxy, for the sub. Just naturally occurring where all the bodies were fighting. They fell away from each other from the fire. Maybe it might even be where the dragon blew the fire down. It's just cleared sort of paths. And it's caused waves of dirt, bodies, pieces of cart, barrels. There are no pack horses or any sort of animals around you.
All right.
You are in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
So there's no it's a big
clearing.
How
you said there was a tree line nearby? How far away does that seem to be?
About 200 meters.
Okay. I'm going to start making my way there.
Okay.
Slowly, kind of get up on my leg and test the weight, and it doesn't feel like anything's broken, but you kind of massage my knee, my calf a little bit, and then just start limping towards the trees.
As you start to walk, you notice a small dwarven fellow led face down in the dirt. And I'll pass over to Cobbler.
I can, sensing that somebody approaching from behind, I try and remain somewhat motionless, feeling something, clearly a taste of iron in my mouth. I'm kind of just trying to get a sense of making sure I'm actually able to physically perform if I need to get up and run or if I'm faced with a fight. But basically just trying to play possum, but like open one eye to kind of watch from the side that I can actually see on, hoping whoever it is approaches on that side, knowing it's a gamble, but it's the best you got in a bad situation.
So, Korvahn, as you walk up, you see... With that 7, actually, you don't actually notice Cobbler moving. You just see this body in front of you. It's the first body you have seen that isn't burning or in pieces, or it looks like a live human. A live body. Not human.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to keep just going straight past it and make my way to the tree line.
Okay, so you're moving on past. And as you go past, you notice a human on your left. Just led up on his back, a youngish looking human, blonde hair.
As soon as I see it, I just kind of spit on the ground and keep walking.
Leoric, what are you doing at this point? You're muted, Don.
So I kind of sit up, look around. Everything's kind of blurry, and wait a minute for it to get into focus. And I kind of touch myself and touch my eye. See, I got a swollen eye, and I can't really see out of it. So I take an extra long time to look around. And I'm looking, just taking a moment to try to gain my composure. And then when I finally do, after a minute or two, I kind of stand up my feet, look around at my surroundings, and obviously I see this battlefield with a bunch of dead bodies. Everything's burnt, and so
you've just seen...
I check myself, Go ahead.
You've just seen an elf walk past you and spit on the ground by your feet as you're doing this, as you're waking up.
I think he's just walking off, or is he still there?
Just walking past you from right to left, and he's just walking down towards you, down to your left.
All right. I struggle to my feet and kind of holler out to him. You there? What happened? What's going on?
I'll turn and kind of look at him for a second and just turn back towards the trees and go, "You're not my problem," and just keep walking.
At the sound of voices, Cobbler will work his way up onto his knees and start scrambling over towards Leoric. Hearing the waver in his voice and knowing that he's probably hurt in some way, and get to my feet as I get there. And I'm like, "All right, where are you? You bleeding? Are you hanging out? What's broken?"
I look around trying to see where.
It's a
I'm
dwarf
over here.
that's barely above 4 feet tall, fairly lanky in build, unlike most that you've seen, and looks pretty filthy with sleeves rolled up and gore like up to his elbows, probably from shoving them inside of bodies over the course of the fight. And he kind of grabs him by the tunic and starts just roughly going over him, like trying to find out if there's any fresh bleeds on him or anything like that that need immediate attention.
Go on. So, please go on. Sorry, I was going to say something, but that's fine. Leoric.
Oh no, go ahead. Yeah, I just. Look at my eye. I don't. Looks like I have any wounds under my eye. I got this. My eye is all swollen. I can't see out of it.
Lean down.
And I kind of lean down over him.
He kind of grabs the front of your shirt to pull it up close so you can actually get a really good look at your eye. He is not gentle about it. He probes around at the edges with his thumb to see if you've got any, like a break in the socket. Otherwise, if it's just swollen meat, he's like,
"Oh,
Sorry.
That's a little
yeah,
tender there. Oh, it's just a little
you
tender
didn't
there.
scream, so it's not that bad. You won't lose the eye. If it's still swollen in the morning, I'll cut it.
I'll tell you. My name is Leoric there. Good dwarf. Good sir.
Just call
Who may
me
you be?
Cobbler. Just call me Cobbler. You couldn't pronounce it right, anyways.
All right. Thank you, Cabo. Thank you for your kindness. Well,
Anybody
where are we?
else?
Do you know what happened here?
Yeah, we lost. Clearly.
Looks like everybody lost.
Nobody ever wins these stupid things. I'm just trying to earn a buck. What do you, look, we got to get off the field. The scavengers are going to be in here fast. And we've got to get out of here alive and figure out who else is still alive and who else is a threat. All right? Let's make for the tree line. If you see someone else that might be kicking, call out. I'll check them, and if they can make it, they can come with. If they can't, well, we'll fix that too.
All right, very good, sir. I'll follow him out towards the tree line, but as I'm doing so, I'm not looking to scavenge bodies or anything. I'm looking for. He just mentioned we're looking for weapons. And seeing a dwarf here and whatever, the dwarves are in front. I'm looking for specific weapons. Daggers, maybe a light hammer or a scimitar.
Okay.
And even if they're broken, it's okay as long as all the pieces are there. Say like a scimitar or hammer broken into 2 or 3 pieces.
Yep.
As long as I can take all the pieces, I will grab broken.
Okay. Roll an investigation check, please. As you're walking along, most of the can't see many weapons. You can see sort of remnants of what might be handles in the actual sea of dead bodies that are either side of you. You'd have to clamber up to get to them. But there is sort of like a pole arm in front of you on the floor, which has been snapped in half. As a small sort of it looks like it's been sharpened on the end by my hand, and it's just a long staff.
All right, I'll grab it. Never know when a forearm can always come in handy. So I'll grab both halves.
Okay. Excellent. And you're...
I'm just scanning for anybody who's might still be breathing, whether they're moving or not, just so I can check them and minister to them whichever way goes.
Okay. Can you roll me a perception check, please?
I can try. Level 1, baby.
That is a 4. Ooh. From as what you can tell, you can see a tallish elf in front of you just stomping on ahead, your friend here next to you, and you can't see anyone else at this time.
I'll clock the elf and try to keep checking occasionally, but I don't want to call out because I don't want to draw attention over to us needlessly. So,
okay. Korvahn, as you start to walk on your way, you're probably, I'd say at this point you've walked about 25 meters. You're about 170 meters from the tree line, but it's almost a bank of dead bodies in front of you, and the path isn't straight. You can see the trees. It's almost like a fork in the road. There is no road. It is just burned, searing marks in the floor. And you can see in front of you is a big mound of bodies and dirt and dust, and it's on fire. And at the bottom of it is a set of barrels, which look suspiciously like they might be some sort of gunpowder or along those lines. And at the bottom of it is an unconscious elf. And I will pass you over to Nahta'nos. What current situation are you in, Nahta'nos?
Rubbing my head, blinking, looking around. Oh, what the hell was that light? Do I see another? Do I see him? Do I see the elf approaching?
You see the elf walking in your direction, and you can see sort of two figures in the background, but you can't make out any races or height or sex or gender or anything along those lines.
And I'm still limping, but I've as soon as I see him, I start picking up the pace, as much as I can to try and make my way over there.
I'm gonna stand, look around, check myself, make sure I'm. Oh fuck!
Can you roll me a perception check, please?
Ooh,
You guys are rolling shit.
Today.
I love it. As you wake up, your vision is blurry. You are hazed. You've taken a real bang to the head. Your head is thumping, absolutely thumping, and you've got this warm sensation on the back. But you're just so out of it, you don't quite get it. And you don't notice that the flames behind you are starting to come down this mound towards your direction. Korvahn, you are probably 20 meters from him.
I just again run as fast as I can with my screwy leg, and I'm like, "You need to move now!"
I see him start running. I'm gonna raise my sword because I don't know who he is. Move. And
I'm like reaching for him, and I'm like trying to wave him away. Like,
Can you
Can
you roll me a athletics check, please, Korvahn?
Yes, I can. Let's see. Do athletics.
DC's 10.
All right, and
that
is with.
You have your disadvantage on that?
I thought I put disadvantage on it. Did I not? Just hold on. Let me try that again. Oh, there we go. I see what happened. That is 9.
As you're running and shouting and waving your arms like, move, 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 you trip over and fall on the floor. You're now covered in mud, and you're sort of trying to get to him to tell him.
I'm still crawling too. Like
if I see him fall, I'm gonna run over to him.
Okay.
I see he's. I don't know. He doesn't quite look human, but he's kind of dirty.
No, and I've got kind of like long, shaggy, dirty black hair, and you can see on both of my ears they're like short, little, sort of melted and burned nubs. As they were kind of cut off about midway down.
Pretty standard for our kind.
Yeah.
Well, knowing that he's an elf now, I'll run over and assist.
Okay. As you start to run away, you hear this enormous explosion behind you. Boom! This horde of smoke and barrel just comes over your back of your head. Wood shatters over the back of your body. And can you roll a d6 for me, please? You take 3 points of piercing damage. And that is from shards of timber and the barrels in the back. You didn't get any damage from the fire because you got up and moved. The other two of you are walking in the direction of this, and you just see this huge explosion at this sort of end of this sort of carved out walkway that you're walking down. Korvahn, you're on the floor face down in the dirt, sort of trying to get up. Nahta'nos, you're sort of on your knees now with sort of cuts in the back.
You moved. No more of us need. And I just kind of close my eyes and catch my breath for a second. I don't even finish the sentence.
Leoric and Cobbler, what are you doing at this point?
We hear him.
Yeah, jog forward and try to get to see if how hard they both went down.
Okay. What's your passive perception, both of you?
12.
Let's see if I can find. As you walk up, you see these two figures sort of on their knees or scrabbling to their knees, and you do notice that they are of elven heritage.
Having worked for mixed companies of mercenaries over the years, it hasn't really. He pretty much gave up on never caring what anybody looked like on the outside. He's just worried about keeping their insides in them. Like glancing between the two, is the shard of wood sticking out of the other one's back and like visible, or is it like buried in his clothes and can't really tell?
It was more like scratches from the wood, if I'm perfectly honest, like just sort of grazed him. So it's not actually stuck, it's not lodged in his body, but it's caused him injury.
I'm rushing over there as well with taking with Cobbler. And do I notice any injuries on either of them? You said one of them looked like he's struggling with his leg.
Yes, no, you do. You notice that Korvahn is holding his back of his sort of calf muscle as he's sort of getting to his knees at this point. And obviously, Nahta'nos has just had this huge explosion behind him, and you can see that he's covered in sort of black powder burns, but not actually like ash all over him.
Not like broken bones or
Nothing.
Sprained ankles or anything like that.
Nothing at this point. No.
Okay.
Did one of you cause that, or was that just a happy coincidence?
And I kind of stand, again, do my best to like stand up and just move away a little bit and just kind of shake my head and like, we didn't do that. And even if we did, we don't owe you an explanation.
I'm only asking because I'm trying to figure out if there might be more of them happenstance and whether or not it was done intentional, so then I don't have to worry about more explosions. That's my only reason for asking.
Look around you. There's going to be more explosions.
Right.
There's going to be more awfulness everywhere, but no, we didn't do that.
Fair. All right. How bad's your leg? Is it broken?
No, just I don't know what I did to it. My knee, but I'll be fine.
Nahta'nos.
About you? Sorry,
Nahta'nos. How are you? How are you doing?
I was fine until one of them started running at us. And then, again, I was kind of move in front of Korv, hold my sword up, and then I hear the dwarf ask about how we're doing, what's going on, kind of lowered a bit. Just on guard. I don't know these people. I don't know if we were fighting with them, fighting against them.
When I see you draw your sword, I'm gonna stand up. I'll probably have to like sort of grab the back of your your tunic or whatever you're wearing and kind of pull myself up to stand next to you, and I'll pull mine out and just very warily, not aggressively at the moment, but very defensively, kind of hold it in front of me and sort of, as best I can, echo your posture.
Take half a step back and very deliberately but slowly, like, grab the bow and the few arrows I've got left in the quiver and, like, slip my thumb under the strap and pull the whole thing up over my head and just drop it to the ground. and be like, look, unless one of you is a general that was actually in charge of this whole cluster up here, it's over. I wasn't involved in it because I had any real hard stake in either side winning or losing. I was working for someone. I don't even remember who at this point. I just keep people alive or make sure that they don't suffer when it's all over and said. So if you want help staying alive while we all get the hell out of here and get back to whatever constitutes a life in this place, that's great. If you don't, I'm gonna go that way.
When you say that bit about, you know, get back to a life, I just kind of like shake my head and I'll slowly sheathe my sword and put my hand. I'm just gonna call you Nathaniel because I have no idea how to fucking say that. And I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder and really, you do what you want.
After a while, but he doesn't know any of you enough to introduce himself yet.
Sure. You do what you want. I'm leaving. Follow me. Don't follow me. I don't care right now. I'm getting off this field. And
sounds like a good idea.
Kind of look. I want to look around. Is there like a I know there's like debris and things everywhere. Is there like a pole to like a flag or a standard or something? Like anything that might be just long enough that I could use as like a crutch?
There's flagpoles everywhere.
Sure.
You can grab a flagpole.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick one up and just kind of use it like a walking stick, and then just start again making my way.
Yeah.
A little bit. I'll look back every once in a while though, as I'm walking. Maybe to make sure you're not following me, maybe because I'm regretting my decision. Who knows?
I'm gonna watch these two warily, but follow Korvahn.
Okay.
I wouldn't leave those there. You may need those. Born into the forward river.
Yeah. Fair. Alright, so yeah, I'll sling them back over, take one last look around, and follow close behind, but not actually, just kind of scanning in the wake of them, watching for anything else that might take notice.
Okay.
Ready to call out.
Leoric?
Can I do a quick search? I just want to see if I can find any weapons, armor, maybe a shield.
Yeah, roll an investigation for me, please. So what'd that come out as? 3. Yeah, there's mud around you.
These rolls.
I'm loving it.
Oh, the other one was a 20. Fucking disadvantage.
Love it. Love it. Hey, Leoric, what are you doing at this point?
All right. I'm looking around. Seeing them all heading off. And you guys can all know I'm a young teenager here. I don't belong. He's kind of nervous, doesn't really know what to do. I mean, he's so young, he doesn't even have facial hair yet. He's going around, sees that the other is going off, and he follows them. He knows nothing else, safety in numbers, and he just tags along and follow them. And while he's done, as he's stepping over bodies and finding a little path here and there, wherever he can to follow them, he is keeping an eye out, looking for anything useful. He's not going to go digging through bodies or anything, but if he just happens to see something as he's walking by, I say, even if it's broken or maybe clean rags or whatever we can use for bandages or whatever, anything that might be useful.
The only thing you you can really see is rag type is banners. There's one that sort of Korvahn would have had on his pole that he was carrying, that Korvahn used as a stick. that banner would be available. But apart from that, a lot of it is mud-soaked, rusted. You know, it's just, unless you're there and you're going to spend some time sort of breaking stuff open, you're going to be sifting through bodies and dirt.
Yeah, no, they're walking off. I ain't staying here alone, so
okay,
I'll tag along and follow them.
Okay. You start to make your way. Sorry, there was a fork in the road. Which direction did you decide to go?
I'm going to go to the right.
To the right, and it seems as though Korvahn is the leader of this line of people. So you're going to go to the right. So you can see the trees in the distance. They are, conifers and ferns and pines, and the forest looks dense. Behind you, the smell of sort of burning flesh is very apparent in your noses, and it's sort of almost making you not like noxious. That it's that sort of dense. The fog that's around you. The mud around you on the floor is squelchy. It's making it hard to walk. And Korvahn, especially with your pulled muscle, it's a real challenge. But you do have your stick, and you're walking along. It takes some time to sort of work down this alley, but you can see that there is a route going towards the trees. You're about 100 meters now from the trees. But you can see on the left-hand side of one of the bodies there is a wounded soldier led on his back, and there's another guy next to him. Both of them appear to be human. As you walk up, the wounded soldier begs you for his help. Oh, please help me, please! My leg is absolutely smashed to bits. I really could do with some assistance.
Man, does this seem genuine? Like, I'm real wary of this.
Yeah, roll a, I don't know.
Like an insight?
Yeah, roll an insight. I was trying to think what to do then. So 13, okay, yeah, fine. The survivor, the soldiers on the floor you can tell, is actually being quite genuine, but the guy next to him seems to have a bit of a more shifty appearance.
I'll tell you like I told him.
His body language is a bit weird. Oh, come on, my fella. Please, my leg is absolutely smashed to bits. Come on, help me.
And I just shake my head, and I'm going to start. Is it like... Can I move past them in any way? Like, just kind of make like a wide berth around them? Or is it like...
You can, but you're going to become... You're within 5 foot of them. So...
Okay. Yeah, like it's real tight.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it's a tight.
The
other fella's just sort of looking at you, and he's sort of...
This sucks.
Hey, mister, like, you gonna help me? Because, like, my buddy here on the floor, he's hurt his leg. But
you can't help him up?
Well, I'm absolutely fucking useless with this sort of thing, I'm just I just here to swing a sword. Any of you know any sort of medical knowledge?
No.
Nope.
No.
Come on, half here. Come and help me.
Oh, well, definitely not now. No, I don't need to mess with any humans. I don't need this. Your kind wouldn't help me. Why should I help you?
Roll an intimidation check.
Well, -2. This will be good.
Oh, shit. You can see that he starts to go for his blade, and the guy on the floor is like, hey, come on, mate. Come on, don't do nothing about this. Come on, just stop messing around. Yeah, you come. What you talking about? I got some fucking half here telling me what I can do and what I can't do. Now help us. Anyone here is a medic.
Let me know when we catch up enough to...
You've all, at this point...
We were trailing.
Yeah.
We were trailing a little bit, but not much. So yeah.
You would have seen Korvahn having this conversation, and Nahta'nos is sort of walking up, and you're like sort of 10 meters behind, so you would hear them having a bit of a conflict, a bit of a heated discussion.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got my hand on my sword now.
Right. I approach up and I see the guy on the ground, and I'm like, That's not good. Give me some room. What have you got? Have you got anything at all for him?
I
You got
got.
water skin?
He's got fucking nothing. I just found. He's my friend. I mean, he's my friend. I don't fucking.
Right.
I just found him here. He's got a. It looks like his leg's snapped. It's going the wrong way.
Right. Do you have any water or anything that can help him?
I got nothing. I got
All right,
nothing to
well-
help.
Step away a little bit. Give me a little bit of room to work.
Okay. Sure thing, fella. And he's sort of eyeballing Korvahn at this point, but just sort of stepping back with his sort of hand.
I'm watching him like a fucking hawk right now.
He's you can, from what you're looking at, he's not well armed. He's got like a dagger. He's not got a sword, shield. He is like you guys, but he's just stumped. He's sort of stepping backwards.
What about the guy on the ground?
Guy on the ground is just sort of whimpering in pain a little bit.
Right.
Holding his leg.
But is he armed as well, or is he not armed?
You
Can't tell.
You can't tell. As far as you
Okay.
can tell, he's got nothing on him. You can't really see a weapon, but if you want to, you can roll an investigation and see if you can see
I'm
anything.
more focused on taking a look at the leg and seeing how bad it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on. Oh, for crying out loud.
So as you look at his leg, you can see that it's broken. It's very visibly broken. It's sort of in one direction, going the wrong way.
Right. So we've got a few choices here, and you're gonna make it. I can try to set the bone. It's gonna hurt like hell, and you might die anyway.
Oh, God.
I can take it off at the knee, and you might bleed out, but you won't have crippling pain, and you won't get as likely infection in your blood. Or I can put you to rest right now, and you won't have to worry about either.
Oh, don't! Oh, you can see him. He's starting to sort of get up. He's like, no. I don't know. How about try and set it. I don't know. When he sort of gets up, you notice that he's got a huge gash down the other side of him as well, which you didn't even notice on your investigation the first time.
All right.
I wouldn't waste the effort on that one.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? It's my job. So, looking around, are there any rocks or stout sticks close by? Like just like a chunk of wood that might work for a splint or something like that.
I'll throw my stick over to you as you're looking around for that.
Oh, I kind of remember something about knowing a little bit about some medicine, and I kind of walk over to Cabo, and I see his broken leg as well, and so I'll go over to, hey, Cabo, I found this broken pole armor. We got 2 halves here. Would this help?
All right. It might. Let me have the stick part.
I handed him.
Okay. So I lay that down next to him, and I say, "All right, lie back." And I try to cradle the leg to get it into a position where it might be straightenable.
Okay.
And I tell him, I say, all right, this is the best way to do this. You're going to need a lot of fresh oxygen in the blood when I do this so that it'll help the things restore themselves, okay? So close your eyes. I want you to take a deep breath in, and then I want you to expel out as much air as you can, and keep pushing air out Because then once it's all out, I'll tell you to breathe in again, and then we'll do it. All right?
Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to walk up to the side of Cabo, and I kind of talk to the guy. He's good. Cabo, you'll be okay. Okay, and I kind of put my hand on Cabo's shoulder there.
Yeah.
My man here, he's got you. You don't need to be patient. Calm down. He's got you. And as I'm touching Cabo, I'm going to cast guidance on him.
Nice.
All right. So, I'm down by his foot there, and I go, okay, so breathe out. Don't breathe in until I tell you. Breathe out. You're like pushing and pushing out air or like that. And I go, okay, so wait for it. And then I yank on the leg to try to set the ball.
Roll a medicine
But he's got
check.
no
please.
air in his lungs. But he's got no air in his lungs to scream, so that way he can't alert anybody. Right?
Oh, brilliant.
All right, so medicine check. That's a 21
Nice.
plus guidance.
Beautiful.
Guidance is 3, so 24 total.
Yeah, you set that leg real good and proper. Oh! Okay, now!
Okay, breathe. Have you got? Has he got any kind of like leather bracer or anything like that, or belt?
He's got
on him.
he's got some rope that's keeping his trousers up.
All right. I just reach over and unceremoniously like start untying that to take it off and everything, to tie up just above the break, and just to give it at least a little bit of something, but it's not really going to do any good. But it's more of a psychological thing.
Okay.
All right, you're not going to be able to put weight on that, and you're going to have to get somebody to help you carry you out of here.
Well, I'm not fucking carrying him. It's not my fucking job. One of these
Fine.
two. One of these two can carry him. Surely, one of these two can fucking carry him. He's pointing at Korvahn and Nahta'nos.
I'm gonna draw my sword.
Ooh.
I just kind of hold it out to my side. Like I don't
Hey.
carry anyone anymore.
You know, look here, look here. He's got back down. He's sort of.
You sure about that? You don't want to be carrying him.
I don't carry humans anymore.
No, not you. I meant him.
Nahta'nos, what are you doing at this point? So,
I am.
sorry. We were asleep.
My sword has already been drawn, so I haven't put it up yet. Not till we get off the field. Shake my head. No, I'm not carrying him. I put a sword through him before I carried him.
Fine. This fella starts to back down a bit. There's two of you with swords. He's like, oh, hey. Oh. Fucking elves.
You're his friend.
And he just
You
walks
picked him
over to
up.
him. So he's sort of knelt down next to the fella on the floor.
I'm gonna spit on the ground again and then turn my back on him.
It's an awful habit.
Filthy humans.
All right, so either you can help him out of here, or you can sit here and have the argument with him while you put him out of his misery. But he's your responsibility. I've given him a chance. Now it's your turn to choose.
Guy on the floor sort of comes to and he says, well, I'm in so much pain, but if you go that way, there's a cabin in the woods, a half a mile into the woods. There's an old lady who lives there. Some say she's a witch, but I don't know. But might be somewhere you can go. That's If you see anyone, please send someone to help. And he sort of almost passes out with the pain. He's just sort of led on the floor.
I'm going to look at the other guy that's kneeling next to him and be like, human, what do you know about that?
I honestly don't know what he's talking about. You know what?
Does it seem like he's telling the truth?
Roll an insight check.
Let's go.
Oh, he's barefaced lying to you.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to start walking over to him and be like, if that's a place that we can get to that is safe, you're going to tell me right now. Or I'm going to leave you here worse than he is.
Come on, roll me that intimidation. Come on. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see a 20. Oh.
Hey, look here at this.
And he's sort of looking around at all of you. It's not just at Korvahn, he's sort of looking at the four of you, and he's like,
look, hey, you know, I might be I run my mouth a bit too much sometimes, you know, but, okay, there's old Gwen's fucking shed. She lives in the woods. She's a batty old lady, but, you know, some say that she got herbs and witch, or I don't know. She's in about half a mile to the north.
All right, I'm going to look at Nahta'nos and just be like, sounds safer than here. What do you say?
Definitely sounds safer than here. Anything sounds safer than here. We need to get off this field.
Yeah. And I'll turn back to the two men on the ground and be like, if you can keep up, bring your friend. But you're not my problem either. And then I'm going to start walking off in the direction they indicated.
If you'll carry him, I'll help you get him up.
He's out cold, this guy on the floor. He's passed out. So it's going to take two of you to carry him. And that'll be sort of...
Not my problem.
Are there more flagpoles around?
Not as much in this area, but you sort of came out of the sort of main battle area. You're sort of on the outside now, and there's more burnt trees and smouldering bodies now in this area. There's no banners. The banners are out where you come from.
Yeah, I was looking for something maybe possibly make a stretcher out of. All right, then. So the human is helping the other human?
Yeah. With the sort of intimidation of the four of you and Korvahn sort of spitting at him, he's sort of backed down. He sort of sat next to the guy now, sort of almost like, you know, this guy's a bit of a scumbag. He's just stroking his buddy now, just trying to get some sort of compassion from you lot now because he's panicked that he's going to get done over. So he's sort of trying to be compassionate to his friend on the floor.
I look around to the other of us, and everyone seems to be suspicious of this, and I don't know either way, so I'll kind of...
Well, if you see anybody on your
Hey,
journey,
man, we done.
just send them our way, you know. You know, we're the Lord of Trevelyan, you know, we were part of his force, so if you see anybody in that direction, that colors, I don't know what colors you guys are, actually. You can see sort of, you best be on your way. I'm sure we'll be fine.
We helped your friend all we could do.
And I'm sure he'd be appreciative of it.
Right. Good luck to you, but don't show up alone if you do follow us. You get me?
I'm not that fucking daft, you know.
Saying, don't leave him.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
I'm going to yell back, he's going to kill him as soon as we're gone, you know that.
Probably be the best.
I get up and start following.
We've got about 100 meters towards the trees. You can see the tree line. It is dark, very thick woodland. You know, these are tall trees. They're 20, 30 meter high. Foot high, sorry. Tall sort of fern trees. And you can't really see much in. There's no visible road or access. You know, this is a brush, a deep forest. So it's, you know, you are, as you walk up to it.
Can we tell from the sun how much daylight we have left?
I'd say roll me a perception check, please. For 10, you can tell it's between 2 and sort of 5 p.m. Late afternoon.
We probably only got a few up.
So it's not dark yet. It is starting to get dark. You can the temperature in the air is starting to drop, and you're walking up to the tree line.
So we need to decide if we want to go straight for the camp, or if we want to go in and figure out some sort of shelter.
As you approach the tree line, you hear a very unnerving noise from the battlefield. It's almost like sounds like the fight's kicked off again. You hear men screaming and fighting. You hear the clanking of swords. And you hear these noises coming from the battlefield. People screaming, blood-curdling screams coming from the battlefield.
I'm just gonna turn around. Like, does it still look the same?
The battlefield?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
if I turn around and
This
put
is
my
it.
back to the forest, like.
Yeah, it's. These are very much in the distance. They're probably sort of in the direction you come from, but probably just the same distance again.
Okay.
You know, the battlefield is definitely silent. It's just got the crackle of fire and sort of birds squawking above.
It sounds like we were on the edge of a battlefield, as opposed to where things are happening near the middle of the battlefield.
Well, let's stay away from the middle of the battlefield. And I kind of nod,
That way.
like, let's go further into the woods.
Okay.
He said it was only like half a mile to get to this cabin, so I think if we go 3/4 and we haven't found a cabin yet, we're not on the right track, and that's when we just decide to shelter down for the best we can.
Who is leading the party?
I think Korv was walking in front. I don't know if he's leading anybody.
We kind of have two parties at the moment.
Okay, who is making the direction go forward? Is that
I mean, at the moment I'm in front, but I mean,
Okay.
I'm not going very fast. So,
you enter the
can't.
you enter the brush and the woodland, and you get this. You only go in about 10 meters, but it almost feels like a different world. It's very close in there. It's moss all over the ground, so the sound is deadened. The trees are, it's sort of autumn to winter, so there's not loads of leaves, but there are conifers, there are ash, there are all sorts of trees around. Ferns on the ground. It's quite idyllic on a sunny day.
Keep my wits about me, looking for game trails.
Yeah, I'm looking for danger. I'm just left the battlefield, so still kind of, got my spidey sense out.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Both roll me a perception check, please.
Gang, let's go.
In the immediate vicinity, you can't see far. The woodland is very thick, and there is fog in it. But in the immediate vicinity, you can't see any immediate danger. Korvahn.
Okay.
With a 12 for looking for game trails, nothing stands out.
That would be more of a survival check.
Pardon, sorry?
That would be more of a survival check.
I mean, you're just looking around at the moment, so it's just looking. Survival would come into it in my mind when you find trail, in my personal opinion, and how it comes to actually finding whatever you're on.
Okay.
Apart from no, there's no distinguished path. There's a few cracked branches and trees, but yeah, no, there's no sign of game trails this close to the Balurian Fields.
How tall are the trees?
About 20, 30 foot.
Do any of them look climbable?
Quite. So at their thickest point, they're probably 8 inches. And then they go thinner as they go up. Some are quite spindly, some wind, some curve, some go dead straight. You know, you have a spruce that just goes straight up.
Sure.
There's all sorts of trees in there, willows, and it's a real amalgamation. You would know from the history of Oln'A that it's a huge, dense woodland. Oln'A.
Right.
So there's the fauna is, you know, and vegetation is dense.
We need to get up someplace high. We need to get our bearings. Just because they pointed this way and said it's in the woods doesn't mean we're going anywhere near where we want to be. So we need to figure that out. I can't climb a tree. I don't even know if that's a wise decision right now. We gotta find higher ground.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What's our general topography around here? Like, are we on the side of a hill? Are we in a valley between mountains? Are we on a vast plain? Just trying to get an idea.
Yeah. So the Oln'A is quite flat. To the north, it does have mountains, and to the south, the west is. The east is quite open, and sort of open, sort of Rohan sort of plains and hills.
Okay.
Not like mountainous. And to the east, you've got to the west. Sorry, you've got the coastal region. So you've got ports, and it's the only part of the Oln'A that isn't landlocked.
Okay.
Actually, in the middle, it's almost like a huge plateau, like in the center, and then it sort of ramps up around the outside, making it difficult for ingress and egress. And there's, you can come from the east, or you can come from boat on the west, but over the mountains, north and south, quite hard.
Okay. Thanks.
What do I see? Like, are we all together? Are Cobbler and Leoric
Yep.
hanging back a little bit still? Like, are we?
My presumption was you'd all walked into the woods together, and that's our sort of point that we're at.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna find a rock or a stump to sit on for a second and just kind of stretch my leg out and rest my leg. And
Don't have a lot of daylight left.
no, we don't. But we need to make use of it.
Right. There's no likely spots for caves or outcroppings in the area, as far as I know, unless we just happen upon one. Nice thing about evergreens is you can always curl up underneath the boughs. At least keep the rain off. It's somewhat warm. Need water. That's key.
And I'm kind of, got my, hanging my head a little bit and just kind of sigh. And I'm like, look at Cobbler and Leoric just kind of at the same time. Like, I don't like your kind, either of you. But I don't want to die.
I get that. I do. I can understand. I haven't lived with a clan in almost 20 years at this point, so take that for what you will.
Fair. At least you had one. At least you had one that you remember.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the best thing either, but, you know, I don't want to sit here and compare sob stories either.
It's not the time for that.
Right.
No.
Doesn't matter. We got to get out of here and actually get somewhere civilized.
Right. I'm asking for ideas. There's nowhere to get a good vantage point. So the next best thing is cover and water, like you said. Does anybody have something to start a fire with?
I've got what I woke up with.
I know Korvah's mentioning for water, and it kind of jogs a little memory, and I reach around for my water skin. Is there any water in it? Full?
Yes,
Empty?
yeah. You've got, they're half full, your water skins.
All right. I walk over to Korvahn. Hey, you say you need some water here? You can have some of mine.
No, you keep it. And I just
We need.
kind of dumbfounded by that act all by itself. Like, I don't even know how to react to that. Like,
It's yeah. I think it's still good, and I'll take a swallow. I'll drink a little.
you're going to want to save that. We've got a lot to do and no time to do it. I'm not going to share your water. I don't even want to share the space in between us right now. And I point back to the battlefield and I'm like, your kind. And I point to Cobbler and I go, his kind. We're here now because of choices your people make. People like you make. So I don't need this fake kindness. Our situation's bad enough. I'm going to sit for a minute and rest my leg. And then we're going to find water and shelter. And we're going to make it through the night. And tomorrow I'm going to decide what I do from there. So keep your water.
So yeah, I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even remember getting here. I don't know what happened. All I know is I have no ill intention or mean you no harm, and I back off and I respect him wanting him in space.
That's a first.
The light in the forest is severely dimmed from the outside on the battlefield. Whereas it was sort of between 2 and 5 o'clock, and it was, the sun was going down as you've walked in. It is getting reasonably dark inside. You can still see, you can still see 60 foot, but you haven't got long.
I'm gonna get back to my feet and do I have a good bearing on sort of still the direction that the two humans indicated earlier, like of just kind of a general let's head this way and kind of look for
the only
I want to listen for running water and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like
the only direction in which you were given was a guy pointing and saying go north.
Yeah.
Right. So you haven't studied the sun to see where it is or anything along those lines, so you don't know where sort of what direction.
Okay.
As far as you were concerned, you're going north. This is the direction they pointed in. The tree line was north, so you've got a rough guide of We're going north.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Maybe we should spread out a little bit, cover a little bit more ground. Instead of single file through the forest.
That's not a bad idea.
Because we don't know where that cabin is, and that's going to be a needle in a haystack with the forest.
You could do a walk-in line 30 feet apart. That way you're within visibility and easily can see anything. We don't have to shout too loud to bring in attention.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Works for me.
Okay. 4 of you spread out throughout the woods. You can just about see each other through the brambles and the bushes and everything along those lines, and you start to push on into the woods. You go about 20 meters, and all you hear in the distance in the woods is
Your mic's peaking and going quiet.
Oh, is it? Can we do that again? Wolves. You heard wolves. As you sorry.
Do it like kind of all around us, or is that coming from?
If you're going
direction?
north, they are to your west.
Okay.
As you continue to push on into the woodland, Nahta'nos, please roll me a perception check, please. You hear sort of a fumbling and sort of like there's a dying creature in agony just ahead of you, and as you push through the bushes to investigate a bit further, you can see that there's a sort of a battle horse on the floor which was pulling a cart. Cart's overturned and the horse is severely injured on the floor, and it's dying.
I'm gonna put the horse out.
Okay.
It's no use to us. It's no use to. If it's dying, it's done. And that's meat.
Okay.
I'll give a whistle without shouting out. Let them know I've found something.
Yeah, when I hear that, I'll start making my way over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As 4 of you arrive at this same destination, you're all looking at this reasonable sized sort of cart horse. I said battle horse before, I meant cart horse. Fucking brain didn't work properly. Cart horse on the floor, on its side, in pains, clearly wounded, and there's a cart overturned.
Is it on a cart path of some kind, or does it look more like maybe the horse got spooked and it's been tearing through the forest,
Exactly
dragging
that.
whatever's left? Okay.
Exactly that. It charged into the woodland. You can see, if you look back south the way you came, you can see that it's carved a channel all the way through these woods, and with it, it's been pierced by several pieces of timber and trees and branches, and it has a huge sort of almost like 3 tear gash up its side.
How much is left of the cart? Is it even recognizable?
You've got the reins coming off the back, the 2 wooden stanchions coming off of it. There's like 1 wheel, and like a bit of the base and a bit of the back is still there,
But not much. Okay.
No. It's a ruin. It's a wreck.
Yeah.
Any barrels?
right.
Any goods?
Roll an investigation check, please.
Investigation checks.
With a 9, as you look in there, you find three portions of rations on the back that was inside of a small box. That's all you saw. Did you put the horse out of its misery?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over and kind of kneel down, and kind of cradle its head a little bit, and then just take my short sword out and just slit its throat.
Nice. Roll me an attack.
Kind of lay its head down gently,
Roll me an attack. Just want to see how clean. I just want to see how clean it was.
Oh, hold on. I gotta inventory. Why is it not? It's very strange.
Just you can roll a d20, mate, if you want.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Nice. With a 12, you just, as you described, just cleanly slice his throat and his blood drains away. I was hoping for a 1, so just like absolutely
take my own hand off.
Absolutely spaff it up.
And I'm gonna look at the rest of the group, and I'm just gonna be like, we can't stay here either. Wolves are gonna come for us. This in the area. We may have. This is a dinner bell right now. It's not safe.
Yeah.
And if it came from the battleground, that it just carved a path through the woods for somebody to follow it, too.
Right.
So, I'd say carve a hunk out of the back straps if you can. That's where the best meat is on most animals. I would like to try and see how many leather straps I can like take out of the traces that it's in to use for we can either possibly lash something together later or use it for making splints, that sort of thing, tourniquets.
Okay, roll a d4 for me, please.
You got it.
And while you're doing that, I wanted to look at the box that the rations were in. Does the box look undamaged? Is it what kind of box? Does it look like a solid box?
It was like a crate.
It
was like an open top crate. So a very primitively made, like you'd get your vegetables in, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Only containing rations. It looks as though there was maybe other boxes on the back, but they're no longer there. You recover one strap from cutting around the horse. The others are just stuck under the horse. You can't get them out. Scavenge some of the wood. Roll me a d6, please. Okay. 3 piles of kindling.
Are there any sort of small, would fit in my hand, sort of metal cart parts?
Roll an investigation check, please.
Okay.
You still got disadvantage. No,
Oh,
that's not you.
right.
That's not you. That's not you.
Oh, yeah.
That's not you. Sorry. That's Nahta'nos.
That's a 15.
15. So by looking at the cart, you can see that the steel pin that kept the wheel on is on place on one side. It's lodged in.
Okay. I'm just looking. I want to try and dislodge it.
Okay.
I'm really looking for a piece of metal that's small enough, but meaty enough and heavy enough.
This is about an inch in diameter and about 10 inches long.
That'll do.
Okay. Roll an athletics check, strength check to pull it out, please.
Okay. Oof.
Ooh.
As you're hacking away at it, trying to pull out, it is not coming out of this piece of timber, and this piece of timber is a gargantuan piece of wood.
And I just kind of sit down and look at it for a second. I'm like, that would go a long way to making a fire later. Anybody want to give me a hand with this?
Sure, I'll walk over. I'll give him a hand, and
Give it a go.
And I just kind of...
let's just try this together, and I'll cast guidance on him as well.
All right.
Give it another go.
Okay. Disadvantage. And that guidance is what, a D4?
Can I give him a hand?
Yeah, on top of the guidance, I'm also helping him. I'm trying to two of us versus one.
Yeah, at this point, no, she'll sort of round the back, sort of inspecting the cart. So,
So, with guidance, that'd be a 14.
14. Yes, you managed to dislodge it, but it snaps ever so slightly at the end from rust. So it's only about 6.5 inches long now.
Okay.
Story
That's still fine.
Story of my life.
Lucky. All right.
Bragging over there.
So we've got kindling. We've got something I can bang on a rock and hopefully make some sparks with. We've got a little bit of leather. We got some horse meat.
Did you take the horse meat?
No,
I heard something about backstraps earlier. I assume that's what... Or were you talking about getting the leather off the harness?
No, I was talking about harvesting some meat, but I didn't do it personally. I was busy trying to get the stuff for other things.
Let's harvest some meat.
Okay.
We're gonna need it.
You doing it, Korvahn? Or
All right. I want to go there and kind of help them out, and as they're harvesting the meat, I want to try to help them keep the skin.
Ooh. Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Who's doing it? Korvahn.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can you roll me a dexterity check, please?
And I'll
Just,
give them guidance as well.
Straight decks.
Straight dex, buddy.
Okay.
Straight dex.
Oh.
I want to see the skill of your hands.
And then you said guidance. Also, you're doing it good.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
a D4. That is going to be a 17.
Nice. Roll me a D6. You would a 16 was a D4. You've just rolled a 17. You got a D6.
Perfect. Oh yeah.
5
What's that?
horse steaks. Horse ass steaks.
Horse ass steaks. Perfect.
Already good tonight.
Right. Another possession.
And when it comes to the skin, I try to want to almost, if possible, take as big of a portion of it as possible. Try to keep it in one piece without trying to
Okay, with that
destroy it too bad.
So when Korvahn would have cut it open, he'd have sliced the skin off for you, and seeing he rolled a 17, I'd say that you've got a sort of foot square piece of skin that you managed to get off the hind of the animal.
All right, we got to get on though. We're losing
You
daylight
take the reins?
fast.
Yeah, and we got to get away from.
I took the
we gotta get
reins.
away from the kill here.
Yeah, it's getting very noticeably darker around you now. Your vision is now no longer 60 foot; it's 40 foot.
Back to we should probably move 20 feet apart. You want to say 30?
I don't know, not to sound like a trope, but does that include people with dark vision?
Oh, with dark vision's absolutely fine. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Dwarves.
Okay.
I forgot about dwarves.
So we
Damn,
really
underground
gotta keep an eye on
creatures.
this.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me rephrase that. For non-dark vision people, it's now at 40 feet. And to be honest,
Leoric.
We'll still be good at 30 then.
to be fair, probably all of you are guys, but
Keep an eye on the human. They don't see too well in darkness.
Especially with only one eye.
Great. You stay in the middle of the group. You stay in the middle of the group, so we won't lose you if you wander left or right.
So you set off. Which direction are you going? Back? It's straight inland again, so potentially north, as you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, head inland. I will get Cobbler. Roll me a perception check, please.
Ew. 15.
Very nice. You don't see anything in front of you. You don't see any disturbances or. You look behind you. The horse is now sort of 20, 30 meters behind you. You can see the direction in which you came from, but you have come to a sort of reasonable clearing area of about sort of 15 foot in diameter in the middle of the woods. There's trees all around it. It's a clearing.
I turn back in the direction of the rest of the line, and I go to whistle at him like that, and one of my front teeth had been broken earlier. It kind of goes flying out of the thing, and I'm like, I wondered about that. And he goes, "Oi!" Just trying to get him to come over in the direction.
Okay.
Make my way over there.
This is probably the best we're gonna get. Does it look like it's gonna rain tonight?
Currently, it's overcast.
If we're gonna need a fire, if we're gonna do a fire to try and cook the meat at least, and try to get dry and clean a little bit, and if it starts to turn nasty, we can head back into the tree line and crawl up underneath the evergreens and get close to the trunk. That tends to be dry.
What is the the edge of the clearing about what's the spacing on the trees like? With enough hands and a little bit of time, is it possible to take get some branches and stuff and just make like a little sort of a lean-to we could build a fire on the edge of?
Yeah.
Kind of what I'm thinking.
Collectively, roll me a survival check, please.
Okay.
So we got 5, 11, 12. Is that 15, 5, 11, 12? So we're looking around sort of 10. It takes you a prolonged amount of time. It takes you around sort of 2 hours, so it's pretty dark by the time you start get the shelter up. It's about 6 o'clock at night, 6 o'clock in the evening. But you have made a very primitive shelter, but it's only with a sort of average of 10. It's only going to fit 2 of you underneath it.
Okay.
All right.
Are there any rocks nearby?
Only there are some small rocks. Yeah, some small sort of handheld rock, like something you could carry by hand. There's no.
That's what I'm looking for.
There's no like rock faces or anything like that.
Right.
Well, if we're keeping watch all night anyway, then we can rotate people in and out of the shelter to sleep.
Better than nothing. And I look at Leoric and I'm like, I'm going to stay on watch with him. I don't feel comfortable sleeping while he's awake.
Yeah, I didn't think both of us should be asleep at the same time.
Agreed.
So
Whatever you need, man. It's fine.
So you've set up camp. You're in this clearing. You've got a small shelter. Anything else you'd like to do?
I look at Cobbler and Nahta'nos, and I'm just like, you guys can. I'll take first watch if you want. Get some rest.
Are we making fire and cooking meat?
Yeah.
Who's got a recipe?
Doesn't even matter at this point.
That's that hot meat with some steaks on stone.
Who's going to put the
fire?
Who's going to put the fire together? Who's going to light it? How are you going to light it? What are you going to light it with?
So that's what the rock and the bit of metal is for.
Sorry, I missed that.
Sorry. Try and sort of hopefully hit them together and make some kind of a spark with them.
I missed that. Roll me a survival, please, mate.
Okay.
And I also pretty much I see him trying to do that with that metal and I got the pole arm, the spearhead here. That makes it easier or better for you.
We might need that to kill something.
Fair.
What is the kindling? What are you using to light the fire with? What are you?
My kindling.
Your kindling? All 3, 2, 1?
I wasn't sure how much. I just put 3 pounds, three objects.
Yeah.
So a pound of kindling.
Well, it's 3 bundles of kindling, basically. So
3 bundles. I don't know what they would weigh.
Okay. So with a 14, after about 35, 40 minutes, you manage to get a fire going. You cook your steaks.
Yep.
Very nice. You have a hot horse steak dinner. and half a ration of water.
Hand out some of the dried fruits and nuts. Just something to go with it.
Are you cooking all the horse meat? Are you opening?
Yeah, I mean,
dry the other 2.
Korvann's the one with the meat. I'm just saying.
We're gonna have to split them. I'm not gonna be a dick. I'll give everybody like an equal portion.
Hey, I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
You can see as he's sort of thinking about how to divvy him up. He kind of gives Leoric a hard side eye, and he's like, kind of moves his knife over to like a smaller piece, and then he's like, "No, that's not the time for this shit."
Nice, love it.
Right, let's get smart about this then. Any of you guys actually skilled with a bow?
I'm a reasonably good shot.
Fine. And he will pass his bow and 4 arrows over.
Oh.
Like, look, they gave me this as standard issue, but I was shooting into crowds of people, and it was going to hit something. But
also giving my 6 arrows.
Oh, snap.
True accuracy is not going to work for me.
I didn't even try to shoot mine.
And I will also go there and say, I see I got a quiver. I wasn't any good at this. I was like horrible at it. And here, it's only 1 arrow, but that's all I got.
I'll keep the short bow though, in case you need it later. I'll load you down with it.
And I'm kind of taken aback by all of this a little bit, but thank you.
And then
Someone can use it.
while they're cooking and making fires and whatever, I wanted to walk out into the trees a little bit. Not far. I ain't going far. 20 feet or whatever. Maybe I get behind one tree or whatever. While I'm there, I'm going to be looking do some foraging, see if I can find some berries or fruits or acorns or nuts or anything edible.
Okay.
Edible plants or whatever.
Roll me a survival check, please. Oh, dirty 20.
Let's go.
As you wander out into the depths of the forest, you're sort of gazing around, and you notice that there's a fine blueberry on several different shrubs. As you go in and you gather, you manage to get 4 handfuls of blueberries. Natural blueberries. Wild blueberries. Very nice.
All right, I'll do that. Now, that horse skin, well, no, we won't use that yet. It's still dirty, bloody. Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab that. And as I'm grabbing it, I'm gonna separate, say, 10 berries, and I'm gonna cast Good Berry along with them.
Okay. Remind me, how many?
And then
that's only 1 berry, isn't it? Well, how many berries does Good Berry produce?
10 berries.
10
berries.
10. Sorry.
Yep. No problem.
Nice.
And
Before we go to bed, I also am going to cast Good Berry.
Yep.
With my Spirit of Mistletoe and just...
That's cantrip, isn't it?
First level
first
spell.
No,
level.
Oh, it's first level.
First level
Okay,
spell.
fine.
Mhm.
And I am going to clean myself up with prestidigitation.
Nice.
When
Spick and
I see you
span.
do that, I'm like, kind of look at myself, and I'm like, do you mind?
I know.
I could.
I walk back into the camp, and they're fishing up there, and I got hands full. My hands are cupped, and I got all these I found some blueberries over there to help us see it, and I kind of find maybe someplace. Here, guys, grab some, and then I also separate. There's in one hand I have the good berries, and hey, everyone, these berries are nutritious and helpful, and let everyone grab 2 of them.
Are the berries poison?
No, they're not.
I don't
They're-
trust.
I understand. They're medicine, and I'll take one and eat
You
it.
know what? Since I haven't cast any other spells, I will use a spell slot to cast prestidigitation on the other elf
Okay.
as well.
So you both gain a hygiene point.
Oh, hell yeah! Thank you. And I'll begrudgingly take the berries from you, but I'm studying them for quite a while before I decide to pop one in my mouth.
So as the fire cracks in the middle of this open clearing area, the veil of dark is just falling around you. Those of you with dark vision can still see, but the woodland is dense and you can't see really. With the light in the center, it's making it hard to differentiate anything deep in the woods around you.
So, because I'm not sure how our damage works just yet, good berries restore 1 point of HP. I'm missing 3. Can I eat 3
They're
berries?
they're as they are, yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the same.
Yeah, 1 hit point, and it counts as your nutrition for the day.
It is a full meal.
Yeah,
With the steak
full
and
day sustenance.
everything else.
Yep.
It was a pretty good meal for battlefield eating.
Yep, so you're all well fed.
I'm gonna kind of get as comfortable to the fire and whatever other wood we have for feeding it throughout the night as I can, and just stretch my leg out and just kind of prop it up a little bit in an effort to kind of hopefully, maybe whatever's ailing me, I can between this and then later sleep deal with.
And while he's getting ready, it looks like everyone's after dinner, after a meal, they're getting ready to calm down. Cobble, can you come over here about that now? And I want to kind of step him aside. But I'm doing this in front of the elves so the elves can see this. But I want to talk to Cobble, have a conversation with him. But I want it to be in. I want to make sure that the elves can see it, so like we're not sneaking off or anything.
What you need?
All right, come here. And I get away. I just stand and I notice that the elves clean themselves off, and it kind of looked like a good idea. And I think we need some cleaning too. Maybe we can clean ourselves. And I'm going to cast Create Water and in front of the elves, and I'm going to do it as rain. So it's rain over me and Cobble to wash us off.
Okay, nice. Like it. And you both gain a hygiene point.
That's a neat trick.
That is handy. Where did you learn to do that?
Oh, I've been a feel when I was waking up. I don't remember, but I kept getting these like visions or flashbacks, and I don't remember quite everything, but I remember I was taught or knew a little magic, very little stuff, minor stuff. I can magic runs through me, and the strangest things, I think maybe I was crazy, hit too hard on the head or whatever, but I could have sworn I was talking. There were some rats and vultures eating some of the guys around me, and I could swear I was talking to them. I must have been crazy.
I think that's where you got the shiner.
Maybe.
Head Torum will do that to you. Right. Thank you for that. Yeah, we should never.
You are, however, soaking wet.
Right. Stand over by the fire.
I'll sort of disdainfully throw another log on it. Like, I'm being helpful, but I'm not in the mood to help.
Korvahn.
Yeah.
Sorry. Actually, have you given us your name?
I have not.
Okay, my mistake on that. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
So, look, I'm not going to ask you to let me look at your leg because I know you don't trust me. But if it's not broken and it's just pulled, about 20 minutes, put a rock by the fire so it gets nice and hot. About 20 minutes before you go to bed, pull it out so it's not going to scorch you. And put it under your leg before you go to bed. It might help in the morning. Take it as advice or not. If I was pulling up on lame like that, that's what I would do. So,
in the situation that we're in, I'm not changing my mind about any of you, but I'd be willing to let you look at my leg.
all right.
Just be quick.
Bring it over here by the fire.
I'll kind of get up.
If you can roll up your pants, I'd bet you'd rather do that than drop trow.
Yeah, actually, he doesn't care. He just, like, undoes his belt and, like, drops his... You know how many times I've been bought and sold and inspected? Just get it over with.
I don't, and that sucks. But I start going full horse doctor on him and start drawing up and see if it's a hamstring or a pulled leg or something.
Roll a medicine check. DC's 10.
16.
Perfect. You can tell just by looking at it that he has actually pulled his calf muscle. That's why it's making him quite hard for him to walk, because it's actually, as he straightens his leg, it's tensioning. Mm-hmm. There's no break, no damage apart from that.
Right. You probably stepped in a hole, and it pulled it too tight, and now it's stretched, and it's trying to go back, but it's going to hurt for a while to do it. Put the heat on it. That'll help. If you've got, well, I don't know. If you had high boots, I'd say lace them tight, and that would help. But we got what we got, so. Otherwise, what you've been doing was smart. Stretch when you stop, and don't try to do anything climbing trees or ladders and such where you got to pull the back of your leg. It's going to make it worse.
Not if I can help it.
Right. We're not exactly in a picky situation, so, you know.
And I'll kind of hobble around for a minute looking for, the right sort of size kind of rock. I'm actually, I want to look for something for that purpose, and I also want to try and see if I can find sort of, I'm collecting rocks like a motherfucker. Another one that's sort of like, sort of flattish, like, ideally like something I could use as a whetstone.
Okay. Roll investigation check, please.
All right.
As you look around, you easily find a sort of 6-inch diameter ball, as such, a rock that you can put next to the fire. You don't really find anything flat, but there are some bigger stones which have sharpening edges on them, like just flat edges on them. So
okay, are they larger in that I cannot move them, or
you can try and move them?
Okay. Why not?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm gonna try. I just want to get it like kind of close to the fire. The idea is I'm just gonna.
These are in the tree line.
I want to set
not in
up
the
a little station where I don't have to move again.
Elves. Roll me a strength check, please.
Straight strength or athletics?
Athletics, please. Sorry.
Okay.
With disadvantage. Because you're shit. Like
Hey, that ain't bad.
that. Yeah.
It is a 12.
With a 12, you manage to pick it up and carry it across.
Okay. And then I'll set it down. I got one rock warming up by the fire and another one sort of next to me, and I'm just gonna, as I'm sitting there taking my watch, I'm just gonna take the sword that I have out there and just do my very best to try and maintain the damn thing and make sure it's got an edge on it in case I need it later.
Okay, I will say, you can roll a dexterity.
Okay.
Actually, sleight of hand. Do a sleight of hand, please.
You got it. Well, 13.
A 13. You don't dull the blade and you don't sharpen the blade. It still remains at 5 DP.
Good enough.
You didn't fuck up.
That's how I live my whole real life.
So as this has gone on, you've been cooking. The fire's been cracking away. It's about 9 p.m. now. Your shelter's up. We've been collecting rocks. Been having showers in the middle of the field. Dropping trousers, doing inspections. It's 9 p.m. How do you want to proceed?
I'll go find me a comfortable spot to sit inside the shelter.
Okay. So Nahta'nos goes and sits directly inside the shelter. It's only space for 2.
Yeah, Leoric, you good taking first?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, thanks. Wake me up when you need to, and I'll crawl in as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Take watch. And
So the 2 of you are taking watch.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you both, as the night begins, as you start your watch, I need you both to roll me a perception check. Actually, not a perception check. Roll me a d20. Just a d20.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Shit.
You could have had it. Instead, you got
I
that.
want it. Give it to me back. I want it back.
Hey, man, it's your game. You do what you want. I rolled with dis or advantage at this point. Like, take the 1 and take the 18.
No, it's fine. My stupid mouth said something for my brain thought. So it's an 18. Did you roll, Leoric? Nice.
Nice.
As the night
That's
goes
how we
on, around you, you hear the cracking of twigs and the rummaging of what could be mistaken for things falling out of the trees. It could be branches falling out of trees. It could be small animals walking around in the woods around you. The clouds have parted, and you can see the stars above. The distance, you can no longer hear anything from the battlefield, but you can almost hear. You can hear the world. You can hear the nature around you moving. But your watch goes by with no issues.
Go over to Nahta'nos and kind of gently rouse him.
And I'll do the same with Cobble.
Okay.
It's time for your watch. I need to shut my eyes for a bit, please.
All right.
Any problems?
No, there's definitely wildlife about, but at the moment doesn't seem to be anything worth writing home about.
Given the relative vicinity of the battlefield, I'd be more worried if there was no wildlife around, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fair. Alright. Sleep as well as you can.
How's my head feeling?
Your head still thumping at the moment.
Still feel.
Before I do lay down, I want to take, how are we doing on firewood? Do we have enough to get through, the rest of the night, or do we...
I fought you for all of it on at the beginning, but if you wanted to stage it, I'll say that you're on to your last pile.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a few minutes and not stray too far, but I do want to just see if I can scrounge up just a few more dry as possible bits of forest wood and stuff just to make sure there's something else to throw on it till morning.
Roll me that survival check, man. Nice and big.
Okay.
Come on.
I'll take it.
Nice. You gather up one small bundle of kindling. Small twigs. Nothing bigger than no logs, no branches. Anything of that size in this clearing is damp. So the only dry stuff you can find is, dead wood that's sort of hanging around.
Better than nothing. I'll kind of go over and set it down with the rest of the pile, and then take my rock and go.
Your nice hot
go lay
rock.
down and kind of my nice hot rock and go lay down and just kind of put it under my calf and
Nice.
Do my best to try and find some kind of sleep.
Beautiful. Can I ask the two guys on watch next to roll a d20, please? Okay, 15 and an 8. What's that? That's 12? No, 11. Okay. So again, as the night goes on, you can obviously hear the wildlife around you. The sky has gone darker now. The clouds have come over. Everything feels a bit closer. Everything feels a little bit more next to you. No longer do you feel like you're outside. It feels like there's a roof above you where it's sort of become a real dense. And it feels like you're being watched. Feels like there's something in the area that is watching. As your watch goes on, hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you can slowly see the light start to rise in the distance. As you do, you start to notice that there is something moving in the brush around you. The smell of you cooking has aroused the local wildlife, and I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
I don't like any of that. I do like a 17, though.
Yeah? Change that music! Right, let's get up a... Oh, my portal has ended. Please hold. Okay. How's that looking? Cool. There you go. There's you guys around the fireplace.
Let's go.
And we have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
4 wolves around you.
Like
I thought
you
this was
should
a
have expected
role-playing
wolves.
game. What are we role-playing? The fucking victim?
It's only a couple of wolves. What's wrong with you?
I know, I've been sitting on that gem all night long.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So, let me roll a couple of initiatives. Right. Let's roll my guys. Woohoo! Nat 20 for one of them.
Better than initiative.
Right, what did you guys get? 25 to 20? Okay, wolf number 4, first. 20 to 15.
I get a 17.
7,
18.
and 18. Who's that, Cobbler?
Yeah.
Okay, Cobbler. And then... I can't remember your name then. Sorry. Okay, then him, Wolf 1. Fine. 15 to 10.
I got a 10.
Got a 10, Leoric. 10. Okay. Okay. Sorry, 2 seconds. Please hold. Mr. Nahta'nos, what did you get?
5.
I'm just going to call you Nat.
No, 8.
8!
Wait,
solid.
no, 5.
Solid 8.
5.
Okay, right. We're moving to wolf number 1, which is this fella here. This fella right here. Are you happy with the starting locations?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Fine. He is going to run straight up to Leoric. He's going to go to nearest human. And he's going to do a bite. Oh, shit. Nat 20. And that's 2d4. You take 8 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Oh, and you must. Can you roll me a DC 11 strength, please? TPK. You avoided being prone, so you are no longer. You're not prone. Right. We are over to Cobbler.
Right. I will run straight at the one in front of me. Draw my short sword on the way.
Okay.
Be like, shoot! Get out of here!
Nice. Roll that attack.
13.
Hits.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Which does that one? So he's down to... Yeah, okay. The wolf just wins. He winces with pain. And he just sort of looking at you, sort of staggering back a little bit. Anything else you'd like to do?
Just stand my ground right there and just
Okay.
kick some pine needles down. That's right. Get.
Korvahn.
I am going to pull out that longbow from the short bow from earlier.
Yeah.
Knock an arrow, and I actually am going to aim at this wolf that just tried to knock down Leoric. And as I draw the arrow back, I'm going to whisper a couple of words to myself, and the tip of that arrow is going to take on just like a faint, like red sheen as I cast Hunter's Mark.
Nice.
And
Going for this one, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, the one right in front of Leoric. Yeah. And then I'm going to loose an arrow at it.
Okay. Far away.
5.
Woofs it. As you pull back the arrow, it glances off into a direction, it fires off into the trees, and is gone forever.
Oh, can't roll hot during combat? And then I'm going to kind of move a little bit this way to sort of reposition myself and get myself some distance from that other wolf.
Okay.
And that's it. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, the wolf number one is the one in front of Mr. Cobbler. He's going to take a bite. That's a 4. So he goes and snaps. He misses. End of his turn. We're over to wolf number 2. You got 3 wolves in a row now, which is this guy here. He's going to go in, see the guy with the arrow, and he's he's going to go straight for Cobbler because his buddy's getting hurt. Buddy's getting hurt. So a wolf would do that. So in my opinion, 13.
Yeah, it hits.
Hits. 3 points of damage. Can you roll a Constitution check, please?
No, apparently I can't.
You are prone. And then we're moving on to wolf number 3, which is this one here. He's going to run straight for the nearest target, which is Nat. He's going to roll for an attack. Nat 20.
Oh my god.
6 points of damage. You have got other characters, yeah?
Yep.
Dare you, sir?
Did you roll a Constitution save?
No, I need to.
Oh wait, was it con or strength?
It's con.
Oh, okay.
What did you roll?
I rolled con. I just
Okay,
I was making sure.
Oh shit, strength.
Okay. Well, my strength is actually
Roll.
the first one you said was strength.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
did.
asked,
Yeah, no, sorry, it's my ball leg. Roll.
Well, my strength is better than my con anyway, so I still would have cleared it. So
Yeah. Six. You go prone, my man. So Nat is prone next to the fire. Right, we're over to Leoric.
All right. I'm going to cast the bonus action Hunter's Mark on the wolf that just tried to eat me.
This one here, yeah.
And then take a swing at him.
Nice. Hits.
Okay, to add the damage for Hunter's Mark, how do I do that? Or do I just do both of them separately? And we add them together?
If you go to bonus action on your character sheet,
Yeah.
it'll say Hunter's Mark, and then under damage, there's a little button you can click.
Oh, so I did it separately. Okay.
There you go. Yep.
Have you rolled damage? Is that the damage? Sorry, me just chatting up too long. 8 points of damage. Beautiful. That is wolf number that one. So he is okay. All right. Okay. You got him really good. Really good. Slashed him on the top of the head as he came down. I'm over the Nat.
Use half my movement to get up.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter's Mark that wolf. And attack with a short sword. Oh, come on.
As you swipe, you pull down the sword and just miss it, and it just... The wolf's just agility just bounces out of the way. It's just snarling. It's... we'll back up to end of turn. Back up to wolf number 4. The one next to Leoric. And he is going to attack. 10. Does a 10 hit, Leoric? Sorry, you muted. You muted, mate. Sorry.
Yes, it does. 10 does hit.
Okay, fine. 1 point of damage. And that wolf's just staring at you. He's got his blood all over his mouth. He's just staring at you, ready to go. Cobbler.
Yeah, I'll get up on one knee, climb up, look at the one that knocked me down, and go, "Wait your turn!" And I'm gonna finish off the other one. Oh, almost. Nope. 8.
Oh, sorry, Leoric. Can you roll me a strength save, please, for the attack? Oh, you are prone. Okay. It's Cobbler. You miss. You swipe with your sword. Anything you want to do? Anything else?
I am going to spin around and I see both of them slavering at me. I'm going to kind of get ready for getting swarmed under, and I'm going to use one of my 2 second winds to regain some hit points.
Oh, nice. Lovely.
So that's total of 7, but I was only down 3 anyway, so back
Okay.
up to full.
Good. Korvahn.
All right.
Loose star arrow. Come on.
Yeah, same thing. I'm going to, this time I'm seeing Cobbler having some issues, so I'm going to take aim at this wolf just behind him.
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark is still going.
Yeah.
Sweet Jesus.
Misses.
Does it hit the other wolf?
Well, the one in the
Don't
battlefield.
ask that, he might hit me.
Boy can dream.
No collateral damage. It works bad both ways.
There's some
Yeah,
vultures in the battlefield. You hit one of them.
I'm going to back up just a little bit
Okay.
and try again and refocus,
Yeah.
Like
Steady yourself. Get yourself.
my
ready.
my leg's just throwing off my stance, my balance. It's not good.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Wolf number 1 in front of Cobbler.
Mhm.
You're prone, aren't you?
No, I got back up.
Oh, you got back
on
up.
my
Sorry.
Yep.
That is a 8.
That misses.
Misses. Right. And then we're on to wolf number 3, which is the one next to him.
Mhm.
It's a 8 again.
Also misses.
Damn it. They just ready to tear your head off. And then we are... Oh, we're on to wolf number 3. Sorry. That was wolf number 2, which is this one at Nat. That is an 11.
Is it?
It's a hit. 6 points.
I'm dead.
Oh, okay. You are down.
Does no one have dexterity in this party?
I got a
No,
+3. I'm just rolling like shit.
Well, no, just to add to armor classes.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay. We are on
Wow, we
to
went to war with no armor on.
Leoric.
I'm sad. I don't think anyone has any armor.
Well, no, but you get your dex bonus added to it.
Mm.
So
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna stand up. As I'm standing up, I reach my pocket, whatever, grabbing a handful of the berries as I grab it, and I eat them.
Can't hear you very well, mate.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm going to go ahead and stand up. As I'm doing so, I'm reaching my pocket, grabbing those good berries that I've had. Grab a handful, whatever you want to say it is, 5 or 6 or whatever, and I'm going to eat them.
Yeah.
That's a bonus action, and then I'm going to attack the same wolf again.
Okay. Hits. He is dead.
Oh,
And how many of those berries do you think I got in a handful?
6.
All right, take it.
Sorry, I'm just trying to... My maps have gone a bit tits. So he is gone. Oh, wrong one. There we are. Sorry, my windows went all over the place then. So he is gone. And with him gone, he is the alpha of this group. And the others start to waver. They're starting to look a bit scared. They've just seen their alpha taken out. And they are so... They're still in the fight. But they are not with it. Okay. Nat, can you roll me a death saving throw, please? Ten. Save. Very nice. Fuck. And then we're over to wolf number 4, who's just been killed. And we're to Cobbler.
all right, back to trying to chop away. Nope. Level 1. Level 1.
Stay in there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't want to get snapped in the back trying to run away from him, so
Korvahn.
stand my ground.
oh my god, I'm torn between so many things right now. I think at this point, like as sad as it is, he's gonna kind of assume Nahta'nos is, like, he's not standing anymore. So I'm gonna draw my short sword and should have plenty of movement for that. Yeah. I'm gonna run forward and kind of leap at this wolf, sword first, in an effort to just kind of like stab it and bowl it over off of him. Jesus Christ! Why?
I just imagine you lot in the middle just doing this. Stop it, you naughty wolves!
Yeah.
Stop!
What is happening right now?
Oh dear.
I'm trying, man. That's all I got.
Wolf number 1. He's looking at Cobbler. He's going to take a swipe.
Yeah.
That is a 9.
Just misses.
Wolf number 2. It's the other one next to you. That's a 12.
That'll hit me, yeah.
Hits you for 4.
Okay.
He just bites over your leg. Takes a good chunk at you. And then we're on to wolf number 3, which is the one next to Nat. He is going to see Nat is down, so he is going to move around, but seeing that that one is injured, it's actually going to start to run away. And then we are on to Leoric.
All right. I see them in battle. I want to run behind using Korvahn as kind of covered. And I want to take a good berry and shove it down Cobble's throat.
What, just from behind? Like, oh!
Pull his hair back.
Come on, you
Get back in the fight, you dwarf! Get up! There's no time to lay down on the job.
Love it. Cock, fire, reload. Okay. And what are you doing, my man? Is that it?
Oh, do I have any action time?
You used a bonus, a move and a bonus, didn't you?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
You used a move and a bonus.
Bonus?
Shame you, shame you all gave your arrows away.
Yeah. Well, can I reach any of the wolves with an attack?
I mean, with the movement you've done, you could have moved. You could have moved further down. So if you would have moved to sort of here and done that to Cobbler, you had enough movement.
Okay.
And then you could attack this one.
That I will do.
Okay. $18 massively hits. 9. He dead. That wolf is dead. Nice, boys. Right, Nat. Roll me, come on. Nice 4 would be lovely. Oh, 9! Lovely. And then we're on to wolf number 4's dead. Cobbler. It's your turn.
Spitting blue. Thanks. And I'd wheel around and try to finish off this other wolf. That's more like it.
Hits.
6.
6 points of damage. It's injured, but he's still there. Korvahn.
Do I still see this the wolf at the top of the map?
Yeah, he's sort of walking away backwards slowly. He's not really retreated. He's just sort of waiting to get his food later.
Seeing as it seems like between Cobbler and Leoric they have that well in hand, I'm going to take a shot at the wolf in the distance with the longbow or the short bow. Better, closer, warmer.
It's nice.
I was just too close the whole time. That's what it was.
You're a ranger. You're far range kind of guy.
So that's going to be 7, and then an additional 3 from Hunter's Mark, so 10.
Nice. Nice. He dead. Right. We are down to, hang on, which one of my wolves is left now?
The one next to Cobbler.
Yeah, one next to Cobbler is that one. Sorry, I've crossed them out. I don't know which it is. So yeah. Okay. In a sheer panic, it's gone full native and it's just looking left and right and it's just gonna go for a swipe on Cobbler. He's got to finish this guy off.
Yeah.
That's a 15.
Solid hit. Yeah.
That's 6 points.
Still up, but not by much.
Okay. And we are.
And straight save.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nope.
You're prone.
On my.
And it's over to Leoric.
All right. I'll go around. Gonna move my 100th mark over to it
Mm-hmm.
and attack it.
Let's do this. Miss.
Maybe not.
Oof. Woofed it.
Yep.
This is the most nimble wolf.
And we're over to Nat. Can you please roll me that death save?
Boy.
Let's go.
Nice, mate. That's 3 now. Is that 3?
No, that's only 2.
No, it's 2. Sorry, 2. Sorry. Yeah, you
9
got
was
the-
a failure.
no, it was a
Difficulty
fail.
10.
2 balls,
Damn it.
1 strike.
Damn it. Who we now? He's dead. Cobbler.
Yeah.
Do your thing. Do your thing, honey.
Scramble back up onto my feet. That's more like it.
It's
Drive it right up into his chest as I'm coming up, just to try to get it off of me.
an it. What is the last thing that creature sees?
It's just me coming up in a broken tooth grin, going, "No, you don't."
Lush. And he
Push him off me.
is vanquished. Korvahn.
Immediately gonna run over to Nahta'nos and kind of reaching in my pockets looking for one of those good berries that I was given to kind of jam it in his mouth. And just sort of, blood on my hands, like no idea what to do to help him because I don't know medicine.
Sound. And then this wolf is just gonna go, yeah, fuck this shit, and he is gone. He's gone. Right. Turn off the hectic ass combat music.
We survived 2 nat 20s.
Damn right we did.
First level.
They rolled shit. I literally was like, "Nat 20, this is gonna be a 12," and it was like an 8. I was like, "Damn it!" Good work, guys.
We solved
Getting
the
up
wolf
out of
puzzle.
the dirt, I'll go over and see if Nat is stable or if he's still in danger.
Sorry, I've done the same thing to my bloody screens again. There we go. Right, cool. Roll a medicine check, please.
18.
18. Beautiful. Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's make this interesting. Nat, can you roll me your last death save?
Oh, he gave me a good berry.
Oh, he did. Oh, of course he did. Sorry. Forgot about the forced good berries you guys like to do to each other.
So you might choke to death.
New kink unlocked. Just
Good
Don't
guy,
get
meet
shot.
ready.
yes. From an 18, you can tell that he
Sure,
has.
you would have just dropped the whole berry in there. You crush it and drop it.
just
You gotta work the
holds his
jaw.
nose and just chew, my friend, chew. Yeah, no. Well, from what you can tell, he is stable. That's 1 HP. However, Mr. Nahta'nos, I need you to roll a D12 for me, please. A D12? A D20. Sorry. $15. You have a very deep wound currently, and you will have half movement. From Cobbler investigating and doing his medicine, he finds this wound, this bite mark that you've got on your leg. That's almost like half your calf is just sort of sort of hanging off. So, yeah, that's what you'd have found.
Look, mate. Problem is, this thing's deep in the meat and it's really close to a major vein. So you're gonna have to go. If I had a needle and thread, I could probably close it up and you'd be okay within a day or two. But the way it is now, we're gonna have to find you a crutch or something just to be able to get us out of here. Don't put a lot of weight on it for at least a day or two. Otherwise, you're gonna tear it open. You might bleed to death just from walking. All right.
All right.
Can we burn it shut? Would that help?
There's enough damage there. I'd have to burn off half his leg to really get it closed up, I think. If it opens up, then yeah. Or I might have to put a tourniquet on it.
Okay.
Now, with these rules, hit points are restored, but damage remains, right?
Yes.
Like, okay. All right, then I'm just gonna eat what's left of my good berries.
Yeah, you've got like so almost like a permanent wound at the moment.
All right. We need real shelter. Is there? What time of day is it? When this is all resolved?
It's 7 a.m.
It's okay, so it's just
this
after
morning, yeah.
after dawn.
Yeah, so it was sort of towards the end of their watch, so it's coming up to the sort of morning.
Can I tell if now that I've got my bearings a little bit better, can I tell sort of if we were heading in the right direction? Like, sun's coming up, it's a new day. Are we actually heading where we're trying to get to? Are we heading north or?
Roll me a perception check, please.
Okay. No idea.
So the only thing you can see with a 6 is the direction in which you came into the clearing, which was from the south. Right. So you've got there's an opening in front of you, like you saw on the map, which sort of leads out to sort of a pasture.
Okay.
A small field of heather. But that's only because it's right there in your vision. You can see it.
Right. Well, can you look at Nahta'nos? And I'm like, can you move?
I can hobble.
Is
Where's
which
your touch at?
which leg of yours is screwed up? Do we have like opposite? Like, is your left leg fucked up and my right leg is, and together we can make one functioning person?
on that actually. Sorry, with the excitement, I forgot to fucking tell you. Can you please? Where is it? Pulled muscle. Roll me a medicine check, please. You're looking for a beat and a 10.
Me?
Yes, please.
Okay. I didn't.
Okay, you continue. You continue to have the pulled muscle for another day.
Okay. All right.
Chip Tooth. Your charisma skills are back to normal, but obviously you do have this issue with your teeth. And the swollen eye. I'd do the same for the swollen eye, please, Leoric. Can you roll me a medicine check? 10 is what you're looking to beat. Swelling is still high. You still have -2 on perception and ranged attacks. Right, bunch.
Did we rest enough for a long rest?
You get your spells regenerated, but you didn't lose any health anyway the day before, did you? So you woke up to fight, so you haven't regenerated from the fight.
Right. I'm going to do my best to like clean out the bites and stuff that I took, and use my second and final second wind for the day, because I've only got 2 hit points right now. So,
Ooh, I almost got two. I almost got 2 of you.
I got 5 back, so I'm doing okay. I'm above 50% anyway.
Okay.
Can I take a minute and go around to... I know I don't have the skill to try and... or the time to try to take pelts off of them, but what I like to do is try to cut all 4 tails off just right at the base. Possibly, if nothing else, they might be good for trade if we run across anybody.
Roll a d4, please.
Okay. 2.
You managed to get 2 of them off. The other 2 are just torn from the battle. They were torn, cut up. So you get 2 nice whole wolf tails.
Okay.
As he's cut off the tails, I'll go to him and I'll say, do you want more meat there?
I don't know if we want to...
Wolf's kind of stringy.
Predator meat's nasty anyway.
That's you don't want
That's
to
why
eat
we
wolf
tend to
meat.
eat sheep, cows, horses, things like that. If meat eaters taste like meat eaters, so they're nasty. Just to be, we're in survival mode, but at the same time, leaving these here, hopefully that'll also draw anything else off of us that's in the area, because it's an easy meal and they might leave us alone. So that would be my vote. If somebody else wants to eat wolf,
No,
I don't want to eat wolf. No, I don't want to eat wolf.
all right.
I kind of feel that's why it took them so long to find us. Well, they finished off that horse.
Thankfully. All right. Yeah, I guess we can keep picking our way through the woods once
Okay.
that's all done.
Do we need to update the durability on our weapons after that fight?
Do, yes. Sorry.
Okay, so
Yep.
So if you manage to hit, you need to take a DP off for each hit.
Arrows
Must we're still
don't
pristine.
count. I'm just lower on arrows. Or are you counting like stress on the bow?
No, sorry, I wasn't. To be clear, it's more swords and bows. It's more the impact sort of items. Bows,
I got it.
I might bring something in, but at the moment, this is we're experimenting. It's more, swords.
How's the ground here? Is it a layer of topsoil or kind of sandy or grassy or?
So inside the woodland is very much pine needles, moss. Out in this grassed area around the edges is sort of a bit of a mixture of the both, but it's really raggedy, worn grass.
Well, I was hoping to look if I can't find any some soft dirt, more like sand, maybe a little coarse dirt or whatever, and use it to clean off my sword.
Sure. I mean, there is dirt and sand if you were to dig enough, and you will find that. Yeah, that's no problem at all.
Okay.
So you're using the dirt and the sand and the moss to sort of clean the blade off.
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Along with it, it helps keep it sharpened or whatever, kind of like a makeshift whetstone.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to head out after that?
I mean, we should, if we do find this cabin up there, we should find it before midday. Otherwise, we've missed it entirely. So if we don't find it by then we can come up with an alternate plan. But we've got to find water and we've got to find shelter.
Think, can't the human make water? How he cleaned
Yeah, I
you
need
guys
some
up?
I need some kind of container to put it in. I can fill up the water skins.
It's better than nothing in a pinch.
I mean,
And it is.
But
right.
you're right. We need to get moving. All right. Well, so we'll start. I'm going to help Nahta'nos, and we'll just start limping our way through the woods looking for this cabin.
Okay. So with your movement restricted, like pulled muscles and torn ligaments and unhealthy guys, you sort of make your way out of the clearing you're in. You come into a beautiful sort of it's not a paddock, it's more of a bigger clearing. Sun is shining on the back of your necks. You know, after all you've been through, this actually feels like a nice area. As you head north, you can see in the distance another row of trees, another treescape ahead of you, but actually beyond that you can see mountains. Very far away, very much just a silhouette. This gives you the indication you are heading north.
Okay. No sign of the cabin,
this
though,
guy?
or a trail.
No sign of the cabin or a trail at the moment. As you make your way across this open area, you can see signs of movement in the corners, maybe looking like movement of a deer to the left-hand side of this paddock open area.
I want to kind of, put a hand up, like, everybody hold up. And I think I'm going to try and, like, We need more meat.
Bear, can you get it?
I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna take a shot at it with the longbow and try
Nice.
and drop it.
Do it.
Or sorry, I keep calling it longbow. Wishful thinking.
I
Short
did think
bow.
that then. I just think, yeah, it's a short bow.
Right. It's a 13.
I combined all the bows.
It's a short, long crossbow.
It's a hit.
Yes.
Oh.
As you fire this bow, it's a beautiful shot, and it flies through the air and sticks right in the hind of the deer. It bucks and runs into the forest.
And I can't chase it. I mean, we can track it and waste the day, or we can keep looking for this. Looking for this cabin.
We need shelter. We can chase that thing all day long.
Yeah, we're
A
not
hit
gonna.
like
We're
that.
not
It'll
gonna find
probably
it.
shake. It'll probably shake it loose, and it'll be fine. I think you just grazed it.
Yeah.
If,
All right.
if you got shot, I'd say we'd need to track it down. But I think you just clip it.
I just scared it.
It's probably less hurt than we are, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the truth.
Listen, I'm going to ask a question, and I won't be offended if anybody says no, but with the two of you kind of helping each other along here, would one of you be willing to lend me your sword? Because I do a whole lot better in the fight if I've got both of me hands filled.
And I'll very begrudgingly, reach down and kind of undo the belt and harness for it, and hand it over to you.
I greatly appreciate it. If we're looking to get each other through this, I'll do a lot better with both of these than just with the one.
I'm past the point of arguing now. We can figure out how much I don't like any of you later. I just want to make it till tomorrow.
Korvahn, can I just ask you to make note of how many arrows you got? Because you are the only arrow bearer.
I am the only arrow. Here, actually, I have been keeping track of it, although I do need to account for that one. So, I have 12 whole arrows left.
Nice.
And did you hit anything with that short sword in the fight?
I did not.
Okay, so it's still got 5.
Whiffing his shots.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just testing the weight of everything, and just seeing what the draw is. I gotta get a feel for it before I start really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So you make your way across this field after the magnificent yet undeadly shot that Korvahn fired at the young buck in the corner. You go into the woods, and as you come out, you sort of going a couple of meters, you notice that there's actually a freshly cut road going through these section of woods. It looks like horses, carts, siege equipment, all sorts has been dragged down this path. It looks like it was never once a road, but it was now become a sort of route of passage through the woods. You hear to your left quite a lot of noise, and you see a group of 5 to 6 men, soldiers, scavengers, brigands, all together.
Are they close enough to hear us, or have we kind of stumbled upon them and they don't notice us yet?
You have come across this road. They are chatting. sort of not waiting for anyone. They're not guarding anything. They are just holed up on this part of the road, which is approximately, let's say 100 meters, just for sake. You currently are in the brush, and you've come across this road.
I lean to the rest of the group, and I'm like, we can't handle these people right now.
Agree, hide.
I don't even want to try and negotiate with them. We need to either go around, go back, or get away.
Agreed. So how is the road compared to the path we were taking? Are we cutting across it?
Cutting across it, yeah, exactly that. You've gone through the hedgerow on the other side of this meadow, and there's a sort of newly carved road, and you're sort of going directly sort of at a right angle across it.
Okay, yeah.
And you're at the waiting point. You're playing Frogger basically at the moment. You're on one side of it, just waiting to sort of cross.
Right.
Does it?
Let them pass, and we'll just keep going.
And just hide and wait. Yeah, that's probably the best thing.
They actually aren't moving. They're stationary. They're not walking. They're not moving. There's no sign at the moment that they want to move. They're just holed up, chatting, sat on like the bank, having a conversation. Some of them got swords.
What about we follow the road, parallel, go around them, go away, go a mile or two down, and then before crossing the road?
Yeah, like sneak past them.
Yeah.
Can try.
About the only option we have left. It's either that or go back to the hellhole we left yesterday.
Right.
So they are to you're facing north. They're to the west.
All right.
Down the road.
Let's cut east for a couple 100 meters and then cross and just keep on going through the woods.
Yeah.
Okay. As you go to move away, can you just everyone roll me a stealth check? It's going to be quite low. I just want to see what everyone.
Yeah, it is with all our dexes.
Sneaky dwarf. Sneaky dwarf.
One more to come. There it is. Right, unless that was a nat 1, that was going to be fine. You actually with the nat 20, you're fine. You do exactly that. It takes you some time. It takes you, 25, 45 minutes to go east and the crossover. But you have traveled, 200, 300 meters down the road, further east, and you are across the road. You can see down this end that it's literally leading. It curves round as you look down, curves round, and it's going back south again, back towards the battlefield. So this was a sort of a road for. But they brought all the wagons and the men. You probably came down this road yourselves on the back of a wagon.
Well, we don't want to go that way.
No, and we should try to leave as little trail as possible so they don't follow us in case we do. I don't want to lead anybody to whoever else is living up here.
No, I agree. All right. Yeah, it's deeper into the woods, I guess.
Okay. So the woods become less wild. They become less. So around the outside of the Balurian Fields, they were very thick, very dense. There was thickets and brambles, and as you're sort of coming away, they're becoming not maintained in any way, shape, or form, but they're less wild. They're a little bit more like woodland, like we'd have in the UK. It's very sort of not maintained, but very sort of trimmed. This isn't done by people. This is done by animals and plants and all sorts. But you hear in the distance the sound of horns, like patrols, almost looking for survivors. That's to the south, back towards the battlefield. You're now sort of an hour, 45 minutes past the road now. And in front of you, you can see in the distance a small brook with a paddock of land and a small cottage.
Does there appear to be any signs of life?
Roll a perception check, please.
Okay. Let's go. 19. Apparently, I can only roll well outside of combat.
Right?
This sort of ruinous cabin that's in the middle of the woods, you can see a slight flicker of light on the inside through one of the windows. Almost like a candle. There's no fire, there's no smoke coming out of the chimneys.
I hate to say this, but
it's stone-built gables, timber sidewalls with a timber thatched roof.
I kind of nod to Nahta'nos, and I'm like, we can't go knocking on doors asking for help.
Well, this is the cottage that we're talking about, right?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so.
With water.
Are you saying we collectively or just you two?
Us two.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. We cannot.
No one's going to open their door to us.
Let's go.
Not willingly.
Well,
I hate to say it, but
the best shot.
You two have a better chance of getting us all help than either of us do on our own.
Unfortunately, knowing the way the world works, I can't argue with you. I'm willing to walk up and knock if you guys want to hang back, or Leoric, if you feel like you would like to go and approach this person, you are welcome to as well. But
Yes,
you look pretty rough.
Yes, I am.
I am going to try and hide in some bushes nearby, though, and just have my bow ready and kind of keep an eye on things. You know, provide a little cover if I need to.
Okay, so you're walking up to the cabin?
I'm not.
No.
Leoric is, I believe.
Come.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll stop at the brook and splash some water on my face and run it through my hair and stuff to just try to look something. Both blades fully sheathed in the belt, tucked away, not putting my hands anywhere near them, and I'll just walk directly up to the door and knock 3 times sharply, but not raucously.
Okay. Initially, there's no response. You can't see any life inside. There's a small window on one side with no glass in it. It's just got some shutters over the front of it, and you can see someone moving around inside. All of a sudden, the door handle starts to go, and it opens ever so slightly, and you hear this quaint, frail voice from inside. Hello?
Sorry to disturb you. Clearly, you're seeking solitude out here, but I'm traveling with some companions and we've run into trouble along the way and several of us are injured. I'm hoping that you might be willing to barter some lodgings, even if it's in your barn, for a night or two in exchange for possibly some work.
We don't get many people around here, but I'm always welcome of a guest. tell your friends to come over and come in. I've got some stew on the stove.
I will ask. They don't all necessarily look like me. We're a mixed bag of peoples. Do you have any preconceived notions about such?
My child was raised by elves, if that's what you're talking about. I've got no problem here.
I'd rather ask than surprise you. I'm trying to be honest and straightforward with you.
Come into the light, let me see you. I don't want any strangers coming into my house.
I'll
beckon over.
Put the arrow and the bow away and start helping Nahta'nos out. We'll kind of hobble up together.
Oh, you are a sorted little bunch. Come on in.
She opens up the door.
I definitely step through immediately in case things are not as they appear, and so that way I'm the first one to get got because I can run.
So Cobbler walks in. It's a quite quaint inside. There's sort of herbs hanging from the ceiling. At the back on the far gable, you're on one end of it. On the far gable, there's a chimney. There's a pot in the center. You can see weird trinkets, skeletons of birds hanging up, and looks like she might have a pet. And she's just got her back to you, and she's stirring the pot. Come on in.
Well, I'll as we're walking in Elvish, because I actually, would I have heard her say she was raised by elves? Was she being that loud about it?
You probably wouldn't have. No, because she was chatting to Cobbler. You were in the bushes.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just walk in and gotta give her a nod in thanks and ask if she has someplace I could wash up quickly.
Indeed, dear, indeed. And in fact, it's been a long time since I had guests. Welcome to my lair. And
that's the end of today's session.
Oh, God damn it! Rude. Well, we're definitely dead next episode.
Dear.
Well, I think we just met Bo's character. That's my theory, damn it.
Right.
Oh, that would be so good.
No.
Sorry, it's a bit of a shorter one tonight, but
brilliant.
Get out
this
there.
Was
no, very, very well done.
Really set the
good
tone.
tester of all the mechanics.
Yep. No, that was great.
Oh, great stuff. So next week will be again at on Tuesday, and then after that we do it bi-weekly. That's okay. Yep. And then obviously, if there's any scheduling conflicts or anything, we'll just delay a week or whatever. But
and then after that we do it bi-weekly.
So as long as you guys are all happy, perfect.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. That's awesome.
Great stuff.
So, just to be clear, Hunger and Lantern Song are going to be on the same week.
Potentially. I'm not sure quite how it's going to work. Yeah, it'll be something like that. It'll be one on the Tuesday and then one on either on the Saturday or the Sunday. Yeah, it won't be a Sunday. It was a Saturday Lantern Song. So, all right. Well, great guys. Thanks everybody for coming by.
I got this dash. We survived.
Thanks for coming by.
Question about.
Sorry, go on.
I'm sorry. I was just wanted to. Mechanics here on D&D Beyond. Seeing how it's the first time using it. I know. I forgot during the battle that the short sword has my fighting mastery Vex that I have with it, which gives advantage on the next attack after a hit. How would I roll for any roll? How would I do, say, roll with advantage or disadvantage or whatever the case may be, or minus?
If you
double-click
hover
right-click
over
it.
the number
Yeah.
and you right-click it, and then it'll give you advantage, flat, or disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
And then you
Thank you.
click disadvantage or advantage, and then that'll highlight, or then you just click the roll underneath it.
Okay. And I will say it's like on these perception checks with a -2.
Same thing.
Same thing? Okay. All right, thank you.
Great
I see
stuff.
that.
Thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, I'm going to raid out now, but she'll catch you next week.
Yeah. Thanks for
Thank
tuning
you.
in, guys. That was awesome.
Nice meeting you all.
You too. That was great. I am going to run to the restroom and go smoke a cigarette, and yeah. But that was awesome. Thank you for putting this on, Jen.